Well, naturally, the furnace comes on when I turn the camera on. I got the chip shield off and backed away so that I can get around over here and work on this side. Not sure where the camera shut off, but I moved the carriage over a little bit just to see over here. I think I'm going to do some checking here, see how straight this is, because I got to put that block right here. And set the knee on here and lightly clamp it, and then run the indicator up and down it, and we'll see what we got. I'll try to squeeze you in here on a tripod, so I'll be back when I get you on a tripod here and I get the knee over here. Okay, I've got you attached to the tool holders that I moved, or the wall that I had on the chip shield. I moved way back. So I'm going to come over here, check that, and see where we're at. So what I've got is two parallels underneath here that I can set down on the ways, and it just sets on the two ways. And I've got another, okay, here it is. I've got another parallel to square up the knee. Okay, and then I have another clamp here somewhere too. And what I've got to do is just go into here and just lightly clamp it. Just lightly clamp it so I don't push the knee around. I'm just going to double check, make sure it's, yep. All right, and I've got this that I put together. Not much to it, and then I can take and pull that up against that knee and get the indicator on there. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, I see. Let's turn that some more. So I have some fine adjustment. This wheel. Takes a while for me to get it set up. Yep. My little clamp screw come loose. I'll just tighten that up a little bit more. All right. Now, the top of that rail, or of the scale, will be right about there. So that's where I'm going to try to start from. Set the indicator. I can't get behind to see the viewfinder of the camera, so I don't know if you're seeing this or not. We're on 0 there. And right there drops. I gotta get this. I gotta readjust the scale, or readjust the needle. Didn't allow enough travel. There we go. Now I'll 0 it there. And the top of the scale will be right about there. That's about 30 thou. So I may have to put a 30 thou angle on that block that goes back here. Let's get the scale here. I kind of like to hold the scale up here and see about where I'm gonna end up putting those blocks. Everything is in an uproar. I mean, my shop is not the well organized the way it is. It's really not organized now. My benches are stacked full of stuff. Alright. So, I'm putting that right about there. I could go a little higher, but I can't go too much higher because I have the section of ways that I can take out up in the front. So it'll be right about there. I'm gonna get a black magic marker. Let me see what you're looking at. Probably the back of my head. Yeah, you got the whole view. I'm gonna get a black magic marker, kind of mark where I plan on where I hope to get some blocks mounted. Alright, let's hold that up there again. This is the first time I've ever put one on a lathe, so I put one on the mill, and that was the first one I ever put on a mill too. Just eyeballing it kind of straight. So right here is that. Let's get over here. So this one's going to go right up against the spot there. All right. Oops, I don't want to bang that around too much. All right, so now get a block there, and then I'm going to measure midpoint and put one right here. And the only thing this one's going to serve is I'm going to put the indicator here. It'll reach that, but it won't reach that. So then I turn it around, the indicator pointing out this way, set my indicator whatever it was off on this, and then move down to that. Sound like a plan? That'll get me the two pads and be able to get them straight. The first thing I'll have to do with the pads though is try to get them straight up and down. I mean, or perpendicular to the ways, or get them both the same. If they're both the same, if they both had 30 thou like that, it'd be fine. But they both have to match because I don't want to put a twist in this. So it's 30 thou, and I think that end was 10 only. So there's a 20 thou difference right there. But was a distance of about like that. I should measure it now that I got that. I'm going to do that. First thing I'm going to do is put the scale somewhere where I don't bang it anymore. Put that away. put it on the top of the stuff that's on top of my workbench. All right, let's loosen this up and move it down here. Try to get a reading in that little square. Get this set over here. Bring this up square. So that it sits straight with the edge. Put a clamp on it. Get my handy dandy rigmarole here. And we'll see what we can get. All right. So it's going to go in right about there. Let's set the indicator. I set it at the bottom because that way I can just touch. That way I can just touch and then we can get a reading. Okay, 0. 15, 20, 25. Oops, we're above it already. So from about there, 0 to there, about 25,000, 20 to 25 thousandths. Once I get that block on there, I'll fiddle with it until I get it so that it's straight. So let's lay this over here, and we're gonna go over here on the mill and mill some blocks up. So, oops. And we'll knock this off of here. Move that in. And I'll round up some blocks, pads. And for pads, 3 of them. They don't have to be very big. Take a measurement off of one of those scales. Calipers. So here's the scale right here. So all it needs to be is just room for screws. So I'm going to go 1.5 inches by 1.5 inches by 1.5 by 1.5 inches. So I'll just make a square pad, and then I'll put a screw and a screw on it in it, and then we get everything straight. Then I'll transfer the screw for that. Hopefully that sounds like a plan. I'm going to cut away here and round up material. I'll be back. Okay, I got you set back a ways here. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. All right, I got some pieces cut out here. Get some of this stuff off of here. All right, I need to clean up the edges all the way around, and then I'm not going to do anything to the 2 sides yet. I'm going to put 2 screw holes in, kitty corner from each other, and then I'm going to mount them, and then we'll check to see what kind of distance I have to move to get them to set straight over there. So let's take the drill chuck out. I might move my lathe too. So, Ooh, right now I'm having a pain episode. And it ain't fun. Oh man. Oh. Imagine yourself having a huge cavity and someone's just jabbing at it. Oh man. Let's lighten up now. Every now and then if I go quiet, that's probably what's going on, that I'm having a pain episode. They come and go. Some days I don't have any all day. Some days I have them every half hour to 45 minutes. Gotta learn to live with it, I guess. Okay. Need some parallels. And they're over here on the... Get the other... Alright, where's it at? I'll use these two. That, I'm gonna get a file and knock some of the burrs off of here. I really don't care if the... Well, actually I do. I want them close because when I have to do this angle, I'm going to have to clamp it like that and then dial it in. You know, if it's 20 thou, I'll have to run an indicator across there and set it at 20 thou and then cut it. So. So I do want them kind of parallel to each other. Half-inch clear. So what happens, I have one laying here. You can see you can see my collet holder here. I thought that I would never use that. I use that all the time now. So, and like I say, the other one is, I don't need two. I only need one. All right. Quit yakking and get to making some chips here. Good, I think. I only need to clean them up. I don't need to have them all three the exact same size either, so. Whatever size they turn out to be, just cleaning them up is fine. Be better if they're a little bit different anyways. Can't mess them up then, right? Oh, I can. I've been wanting DRO on my lathe for quite some time. Then I can set some tools up and always leave them set up too. And have an offset for each one. I think you can put like 200 tool offsets in. So 200 tools in there that are, you can just switch a tool, switch the offset and go. If I understand it right anyway. Wondering if I shouldn't have milled the, I think I'm going to mill the width down first. I never noticed that there, quite a bit of difference there. So, we'll do that first. See if we can get all 3 on here. Didn't quite realize that they were that different. Good. Where's my brush? Looking for my brush. I'll take the one off the CNC machine. I think that will shoot for making them all the same. They'll be different anyway due to the draft angle of that casting on the lathe. So. All right, let's go 100. Now we go back to the OEMs. In over here. That's how I noticed that they were different. I put one in over here and wow, quite a bit different. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the length. Whatever they turn off to be, they leave. Oh, you bugger. Ugh. There we go. Now, .1024 screws, and I'm going to put in them. So I'm going to drill 3/16 holes off toward the corners. Kitty corner. Alright. So we need the drill chuck again. Take the man mill out. Drill chuck back in. Drop the tape down. Okay, let's diken these up. Ugh. That corner and that corner. That corner and that corner. That corner and that corner. Let the dike dry. And get a 3/16 drill. 87. Oh, it's a dreamer. This is a dreamer. Let's see if I can show you what a dreamer looks like. This, if it'll focus on it, but you'll see how it's got a margin, a regular flute margin, and then behind it, it has another margin. It has two margins on it. So the one margin cuts the hole, the other one comes along and scrubs it clean, almost like a reamer. They drill holes right to size, usually. We used to use a lot of them out where I worked. Used to in the old days. In the newer days, they forgot what they were. People didn't. Engineers out there didn't. What's a dreamer? They didn't know, so they kind of fell by the wayside. I'm going to move you over to the other side because I'm going to stand here, and all you'll see is me. And I've had complaints about that. All right. And what I'm going to do is just bring this over here. I'm going to line it up. I could get my drill press vise out, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go like this here. Tighten that up, snug it up. Oh, gotta put some lines on there so I can see where I want to go. And I'm gonna go 250 from each edge. I'm going 250 in, 250 over, 250 over. Gives me a target just at 250. Whoop. Went to Walmart this morning. My mother and father-in-law's doorknob came out, broke on their Magna-Seal storm door. So I found them there. They were $39 at Menards. Meanwhile, I got a new battery for my older pickup. I got home. I didn't see a minus $10, which is their deposit, anywhere. I thought I didn't see any negatives, signs. Oh, see, there's my medicines. My medicine alarm. Telling me to take my medicine, my meds. I'll just put a snooze on it. But anyway, the doorknob, she charged me for 2 of them. So it was an extra actually $42 with tax. So I went back and complained. I said, hey, she charged me for two doorknobs here. And I don't know how they checked, but they checked, and yeah, she did. Like I say, I don't know how they checked, because I just told her, I said, yeah, you should have an extra one in stock, being it's I didn't take 2. Now I gotta go put it on sometime this afternoon. Won't take very long. A few minutes. All right, here we go. Now I'm just gonna try to hit the spot. I might want to go get I know what I can do. Just hang on here. Hang on, I'll get it. I'll stick this in here for a anti-spin device, so that when I'm drilling, I don't have one take off on me. I just took a tool bit and stuck in the vise. That way I can put it up, balance it up against there. It won't spin on me. Shouldn't. Am I that far away? Yep, I am. Starting to hurt. Okay, there we go. Built with a dreamer. They actually drill pretty nice. Like I say, they drill a nice hole. Matter of fact, I'm wondering if I'll get a screw through them, because they'll be right on size. They won't drill over, usually. Now watch. They'll all be oversized. I'm trying to dig out a countersink. I got 1 flute countersinks here. Take my anti-spin device out of there, which is a drill blank, or not a drill blank, tool blank, tool bit for the lathe. Tool blank. All right, it's low range. Let's do some countersinking. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to put it this way. I was thinking I was going to put it this way. Unless I put flush head screws in there, that's not going to work. If I go this way, it'll work because I got plenty of room. So I'll have to do them this way. Glad I caught that thinking about it here before I got them mounted. Although I think I do have some 1032 or 1024 flush head screws. Okay, we are ready to go over. I should stamp each one. 1, 2, 3. That way I'll know which one is which. Trying to get my stamps up. I used to work with a fella that I used to just take a center punch and just center punch 1, 2 center punches, and 3 center punches. And he used to get so mad at me for doing that. He said, "I look like a caveman way. Why don't you just go get the steel stamps and steel stamp them the way you're supposed to?" Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's. I'm looking for number 1, and I'm going to steel stamp it in the corner down here. 1. 2. And then 3. There. Now, and then we'll get mixed up. Shouldn't. I could still mess them up. All right, well, that's it for over here. So I'm going to cut away, and I'll meet you back over at the lathe when I get ready to do some center punching and drilling over there.